Okay, you know that feeling, right? Just staring at like a mountain of information, all these articles, data, spreadsheets, and all you really want are the key insights, without that feeling being completely overwhelmed. Well, that's what we're here for today. We're doing a deep dive into something potentially game-changing for how you handle data. It's called Airbook AI, specifically their cursor for analytics. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? It's promising a real shakeup in business intelligence.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating here, I think, is how Airbook AI goes straight for a problem that's been around for ages for, well, anyone dealing with company data. Think of it like finally creating a central hub, a common meeting point for all that information that's usually scattered everywhere.
Oh, that resonates, absolutely. Because let's be real, if you're on a go-to-market team or in ops or even a core data team, your day is often spent just bouncing around, right? Between ETL scripts, CSV exports, warehouse queries, maybe SQL notebooks, BI tools, docs, decks. It's a lot.
It really is.
And the makers of Airbook AI, they kind of nailed it when they said analytics still feels a bit stuck, especially compared to, say, how developer workflows have evolved with AI help. That's a serious pain point they're aiming to fix.
Exactly. And this is precisely where Airbook AI steps in. Its core function is connecting directly to all those crucial business data sources.
Yeah.
We're talking your CRM like HubSpot or Salesforce, your marketing tools, maybe Amplitude or GA4, support systems like Zendesk, payment platforms like Stripe, even your main databases, Postgres, Snowflake, you name it.
Okay, so it pulls it all in.
Yeah. And the key is it automatically syncs, cleans, and centralizes all that data. It's not just tidying up. It's about breaking down those silos that make cross-functional analysis so hard. You start seeing things that took weeks before, or maybe you couldn't see at all.
Right. Getting everything in one place is step one. But then the AI part, that sounds like where the magic happens.
That's the really interesting bit. Airbook uses AI to actually understand your data's structure, your schema. Based on that understanding, it can auto-write SQL queries, join data across different sources, build charts, even dashboards, basically on command, all in one spot.
Schema-aware, so it gets the relationships between data, like it knows how leads connect to revenue.
Precisely. So you can ask it pretty complex, multi-source questions and get answers fast. Minutes, not weeks or months. And critically, every query the AI generates, it's editable, you're always in control, you can tweak it, check it. That's important for trust.
That makes sense. So how do you actually use it? Is it just for data scientists?
No, that's another neat thing. They've built in flexibility. There's a proper SQL IDE, the code editor for technical users. But there's also a no-code builder, drag and drop, much more visual, great for business users. And then there's an AI assistant you can just chat with. That works for analytics folks and ops teams who need quick answers or workflows.
So it covers different skill levels.
Yeah, it aims to be that single workspace for everyone. For deep analysis, quick checks, cross-functional reports, all of it.
Okay, let's make this concrete. What kind of things could you actually ask this AI?
Well, you could ask something pretty ambitious like, help me build a full funnel report. Show me traffic from GA4, connecting to leads in HubSpot, then opportunities in Salesforce, and finally revenue in Stripe, and give me the monthly conversion rates between each stage.
Wow, okay. That normally takes a while.
Exactly. Or maybe something more predictive, like create customer health scores. Combine their revenue data, their support ticket history, and maybe product usage stats to flag customers who might be at risk of churning.
That's powerful stuff, getting ahead of churn. So it's for deep dives, quick answers, joining data. Seems versatile.
Very. And another point worth mentioning is their development approach. They seem really committed to user feedback. They literally say, your requests become our roadmap. They build and iterate based on what users actually need, which is great.
That community aspect is always good to see. So if someone listening is thinking, okay, I want to try this, how do they get started? Is it a huge enterprise commitment?
Actually, no. They've made it pretty accessible. There's a freemium plan to get your feet wet. And they also offer a 14-day free trial with, I believe, full functionality. So you can really dive in and see if it works for you without a big upfront cost.
Good to know. Easy entry point.
So if we kind of step back and look at the bigger picture, Airbook AI isn't just, another tool in the analytics stack. It feels more fundamental. It's about speeding up insight generation, making decision-making more informed by cutting through that data complexity. It frees you up from the grunt work, the data wrangling, so you can actually focus on the so what? What does this data mean? What should we do?
Right, shifting focus from the how to the what next. So let's leave our listeners with a thought, thinking about your own work, your own data. If you had this kind of AI capability at your fingertips, ready to answer complex questions, what's the single most impactful, maybe even the most ambitious question you'd ask it right now? And just imagine, how might getting that answer change how you tackle your next project or challenge? Something to definitely mull over.